How to do the Easter egg on the new Black Ops 6 map, The Tomb. You're going to want to bring the GS45s in, pack them once, and then once you're done building the base ice staff, buy the GPMG off the wall and use that for the rest of the game. Before you can even start the Easter egg, you have to go to this wall behind Juggernog, and once Archibald is done with his dialogue, you can then continue the Easter egg. On round 8, the first shock mimic will spawn. Once you eliminate that, it is going to drop the monocle, and this is one of the 3 parts for the ice staff. In the cave where Deadshot is, you're going to shoot that purple lamp, and what you're going to do is it's going to respawn in about 30-ish seconds, and what you're going to want to do is just keep shooting it until it spawns in this position. And what these are Roman numerals. They are going to look a little bit weird, but they are Roman numerals. You're going to want to shoot the Roman numerals in order from 1 through 10, and once you shoot the last one, then you are going to be put in a lockdown. Once you survive this lockdown, you are going to go back to the wall, and it is going to reward you with the headpiece for the Staff of Ice. Once you're done with that, make your way to the death perception room, and what you're going to see is another purple lantern. You are going to want to shoot until it's at this position right here. And then once you do that, you're going to do the Roman numerals, you're going to do the lockdown, and then finally you are going to collect the actual staff part of the Staff of Ice from the wall. Now this is where the packed GS45s come in handy. It is actually going to be really hard without it. You are going to interact with this rock artifact in the dark ether, and it is going to assemble the ice staff, which you are going to have to defend while it is assembling. Now this actually requires a lot of zombie kills, and it is actually very tough if you're doing it solo without the GS45s. When you're done, your screen will flash, and you can actually pick up the base Staff of Ice now, which is actually kind of garbage. However, it is very easy to upgrade. To do this, you must adjust the crystals in the Death Perception, Stamina Up, and Quick Revive room to where you can shoot all 3 crystals with the ice staff in under 10 seconds. If you line it up as I do, it shouldn't be that bad, as the Staff of Ice has very long range. You'll know you did it right when Archibald says extinguish the flames. Go back to the dark ether, and you are going to see 3 rocks in the sky. The location is going to be completely random, but these rocks will have symbols. You are going to shoot them, and you are going to get a closer look at the symbol. Once you shoot your 3rd symbol, you'll notice that one of the portals has closed. You're going to want to go through one of the other portals, and you're going to go back to the overworld. And what you're going to do when you locate this portal is you're going to shoot the 3 symbols that you had on the rocks. The order isn't important, just make sure the 3 correct symbols are hit. Once you do that correctly, the portal will reopen, and you're going to go through that portal. When you go through the portal, you're going to see this purple ball. You're going to want to follow it around while eliminating zombies. Now this step is timed, but it shouldn't be that bad. As long as you have a tier 1 or 2 purple weapon at this point, you should get through this easily. Now once you're done with that, you can go back to the rock wall that you originally built the Staff of Ice in, and it will upgrade your ice staff. And just like it was in Origins, the upgraded ice staff is an absolute monster. Now turning around from the walk wall and going to the left, you're going to see this Vermin Statue with a crystal on it. Now you're going to pull out the back of the staff that normally revives people, and you're going to shoot this crystal. Interact with it to pick it up. Go through the blue portal to go back to spawn, and you're going to interact with this Vermin crystal. You have 90 seconds to fill this crystal with Vermin souls, which is actually going to be really easy. Just spam your ice staff. When that's done, you're going to pick the crystal up, and you're going to want to move to any location other than the blue portal, because that one's going to be closed off. Do not take more than 3 hits or the amulet will break and you'll have to redo the step. Bring the amulet to the original Vermin crystal, and that part will be done. Now you're going to come to the right, and you are going to do the exact same thing you just did with the Vermin crystal to this Parasite crystal. Once you go through the yellow portal, it's going to be the exact same thing, except this time you will have to manually pick up the orbs that drop from the parasites and bring them to the Parasite Statue. Pick up the amulet energy. Don't take more than 3 hits. Go back to the dark ether. Put it in the statue. Going behind the rock wall, there's going to be a Doppelghast statue on the left. Shoot it, take the crystal, go through the portal, and you're going to eliminate a bunch of Doppelghasts when you interact with the crystal in the overworld. Eliminate the Doppelghast, take the crystal energy, don't take more than 3 hits, go through the dark ether, and interact with the Doppelghast statue. Get a max ammo if you haven't already to recharge your revive shots and shoot the Amalgam crystal. Take the crystal, go through the red portal. The statue will be at quick revive. What you're going to want to do is just eliminate an elite Amalgam. It's not that bad. Sometimes it'll generate a shield, and you will have to eliminate a certain purple glowing zombie to get rid of the shield to continue doing damage to the elite Amalgam. When you're done doing the Amalgam, you know the drill. I don't even got to say it anymore. So this tutorial currently is 4 minutes and 20 seconds in, and at this point, it's boss fight time. Tier 3 armor, tier 3 pack-a-punch weapon, legendary weapon, must have. You need all the damage you can get. If you're not doing enough damage, you're not getting this Easter egg done. Also do this side quest to get gold armor plates, which will automatically regenerate your armor slowly over time. Go to that box that I just meleeed next to Juggernog, and you're going to melee it until the box opens up and you see that head. You're going to pick up the head. Now you're going to come in this direction. You are going to find another box with a head in it, and you are just going to melee that box, and you're going to pick up the head from that too. Go back to spawn, and before you do this, make sure you have the aforementioned tier 3 armor, legendary weapon, tier 3 packed gun, because this can be a little bit difficult. Place the heads on top of the statues, and what you're going to want to do is activate one of the challenges in front of the statues. The room will fill with a red mist, and at that point, either 3 elite Doppelghast or 3 elite mimics will spawn. Please save a zombie before doing this step. It'll help you out so much. You are on 1 HP this entire time, so if you lose all your armor plates on the next hit, you will go down immediately. Train these elite enemies around and one by one eliminate them. And once you eliminate all 3, go to the next statue and do the same thing. Now once you're done with that, go to the left of the blue portal, and what you're going to see is that this room will have the golden armor plates ready for you. And like I said, these will slowly regenerate your shield when not being attacked. When you're done with that, go back to the wall that you interacted with at the beginning of the game, and now it will make a bridge, and you can make your way onto that other island. And now you can do the boss fight. Interact with the Sentinel artifact to start the boss fight. On the first phase, the Sentinel artifact will spin red with a beam. This beam will do massive damage if you get hit with it, so try to avoid it at all costs. Eventually it'll turn purple, and that is your cue to shoot it with a bullet weapon. It cannot be an explosive weapon, it cannot be a wonder weapon, it has to be a bullet weapon. Mag dump this thing until it explodes and duplicates. It is going to do the same exact thing, except it's going to do 2 lasers. Once it lands, it's going to give you a grace period to take the max ammo in the middle before it reactivates, and now it's going to do 2 lasers that you have to avoid. But other than the additional lasers, it's the exact same thing. Once it turns purple, mag dump both Sentinel artifacts, and then once they both turn red and explode, it's going to be 4 now. You're going to get your grace period to take your max ammo, and then you're going to want to go back to the cave, hide, wait till they turn purple again. And now at this point, once you shoot them, there's actually going to be a bunch of elite enemies spawning in that will have the Sentinel artifacts inside of them. Please, whatever you do at all costs, try to avoid getting hit by these guys as best as you can. This is how I lost my first run. By leading one of these Sentinel artifact zombies, it will drop a Sentinel artifact. If you do damage to it, just mag dump it like you did the original ones, and then it'll do damage to the Sentinel artifact boss. Now, this step is going to repeat a few times. A lot of elite enemies are going to spawn in. Whatever one has these Sentinel artifacts, you're just going to eliminate them. When you eliminate the ones with Sentinel artifacts that drop purple, you're just going to mag dump it until the boss reaches about 10% of its health left. Now, when this happens, all of the Sentinel artifacts are going to meet up in the middle. And then what's going to happen now is that they're all going to shoot a beam towards this little Sentinel artifact right here. And what you're going to do is just mag dump the absolute living crap out of this Sentinel artifact. Please, please, please use either Aether Shroud or Idolize to finish this part up. It'll help you so much. Failing this part will end your game immediately, so make sure you do not mess this up. But once you're done with that, all you have to do is go back and interact with the Sentinel artifact a couple times, and congratulations, you have beaten the Tomb Easter egg. Make sure to follow for more video tutorials like this, and with that being said, it's been Trey Monster, it's been real, see ya.